Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Harakak Wadash, and double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord doing the same, teaching the same. All right. And in this quick lesson, I'm going to be going over definitions of words. All right. Particular words. Okay. And pretty much however the Spirit want me to teach this lesson, I'm gonna do it, okay? But I'm gonna be going over certain, going over the etymology of certain words like heaven, all right, and like hell and different things like that. So pretty much jumping from word to word, okay? It's to just to prove a point and prove the scriptures to be true, okay? All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna be going over this word in the Hebrew, the word heaven, because I know I at camp I got it in the Greek. Oh, I don't know why it sent me back. Bear with me. Okay. So here you go. Yeah, at camp, dealing with a fellow believer, Marvin. All right, I know I went into the Greek definition of the word heaven, but I didn't go into the Hebrew definition of the word heaven. Okay, and yeah, it was just I was moving fast, talking fast. All right, so I'm gonna be going into this definition. All right, and just Lord willing is edifying, okay? All right. So and excuse the noise in the background. It's just my car warming up, trying to warm up. All right. So this the word Shemayim, Hebrew word for heaven, okay?
Strong's H 8064. Shemayim.
All right, Shemayim. It says heaven, heavens, sky, visible heavens, sky, as abode of the stars, as the visible universe, the sky, atmosphere, etc. Heaven, as the abode of God. Okay, and I guess I'll start off with what I was talking about at camp. Okay, about the three heavens. I explained that to the viewers. All right, and the sincere listeners. All right. And Marvin, all right. So there's three heavens according to the Bible. Okay, you got the sky, all right. The first heaven is the sky, all right, which you can see. The second heaven being outer space, okay, being outer space, and as it says right here, it says as abode of the stars, okay. As the visible universe, okay, so that would be the second heaven, the outer space. All right, the third heaven is as the abode of God. All right, so the third heaven is where your spirit goes when you die. Okay, and I will be doing a sit down too, because to further explain the kingdom of heaven is different from heaven itself, meaning the spiritual realm. Because a lot of Christians, you gotta understand, when Christians, it's a different meaning. When Christians are saying the kingdom of heaven, they're talking about the spiritual realm. They're talking about when you die, you go to the third heaven. They're not understanding that the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, and that it's going to have to be built by slaves. Okay, the kingdom of heaven is going to be built by slaves. Okay, and on the next sit down, that's what I'll be going over. I'll be going over the scriptures telling you how the kingdom of heaven is going to be built on this earth. All right, and the material that's going to be used, and the slaves, the heathen nations, they're going to be the ones building it up. All right. And like I told you, the kingdom of heaven is a people before it's a place. All right. And I also went over New Jerusalem at camp yesterday. All right. And New Jerusalem being the Israelites. All right. Coming down out of the chariots. Okay. All right. So okay. All right. So I guess I'm gonna get a precept. I'm trying to see what I want to do. All right. So let's go here. All right. Should pop up. Bear with me. I'm trying to find this precept. Here you go. So this 2 Corinthians chapter 12. I'm gonna start from the top. Okay. 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and 1. It says, it is not expedient for me, doubtless, to glory. I will come to visions and revelations of the Lord. I knew a man in Hamashiach above 14 years ago, whether in the body, let me start off. I knew a man in Hamashiach Yahushua, all right, above 14 years ago. All right, this is Apostle Paul, okay, talking about himself, okay, 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. Yahweh knoweth, okay, such an one caught up to the third heaven. You see? So the Apostle Paul, he had what you call the what they call it astro project, okay? I think that's how you say it, astro project, okay? Okay, astro project, all right? And you know, that's pretty much when your spirit leaves your body, all right? You know, and it feels like a dream, okay? It feels like a dream, all right? And you're able to do things in that dream, all right, that you can't do in real life, okay? Like fly around, okay? And see and do things, see the world, whatever, okay? So Lord willing, this is making sense, okay? Such a one caught up to the third heaven, all right? And I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell. Yahweh knoweth, right? You know, so Paul he doesn't know if he was in his physical body or you know, had an out of body experience, okay? Okay, and this actually happened, all right? This is not a fairy tale. This is not a mystery. It's not a parable. This actually happened. Okay? So it says how that he was caught up into paradise. All right, the third heaven, paradise, and heard unspeakable words which is not lawful for a man to utter. All right? Okay? So that's the point I want. And let's actually get the blue letter on third heaven. Okay? All right? I'm gonna come back to that. So let's go to Ecclesiastes. I think that's 12. Here you go. I'm gonna start at 6. Okay? So I'm gonna try to make it quick too. This Ecclesiastes 12 and 6. Ecclesiastes 12 and 6. Or ever the silver cord be loosed, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern. All right? Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Okay? All right? So no matter you was good or evil, all right, righteous or wicked, when you die, you go to the third heaven. You go to the spiritual realm. You go to paradise. All right. You go to the abode of Yahweh. All right. You know, where the Most High dwells. Okay. All right, which is complete peace and order and righteousness and tranquility. All right. You know, it's a type of peace, all right, and calm you never felt before. All right. So I wanna let me switch gears. So now I want to get the definition of third heaven. So what precept that was. So 2 Corinthians 12 and 2. Okay. 2 Corinthians 12 and 2. Now I can turn the heater on. All right. All right. Make sure we're still rolling. This is getting the definition of third heaven. All right. And it's in the Greek. Okay. All right. I already broke it down. You know, I got this definition yesterday at camp. All right. But we can go over it again. It won't hurt.
Strong's G 3772. Uranas.
All right. So Uranas, the vaulted expanse of the sky, with all things visible in it, the universe, the world, the aerial heavens or sky, the region where the clouds and the tempests gather and where thunder and lightning are produced. All right. The sidereal or starry heavens. Okay. The regions above the sidereal heavens. Okay. The seat of order of things eternal and consummately perfect, where the Most High dwells, and other heavenly beings. Okay. All right. So and we teach according to the Bible. So let me get a precept on that, Isaiah 8 and 20, because I know in these other religions, in these different religions, okay, and according to science, and according to these different religions, all right, they teach that it's like 10 heavens and 7 heavens and all that shit. No, we stick to the Bible. Okay, we stick to what the Bible say. All right. You know, so you people out there, don't be commenting on my page talking about this more than 3 heavens. No, it's not. We stick to the Bible. All right. Okay, and the Apocrypha is included into the Bible. Okay. All right, it's a part of the Bible. It was taken out of the Bible, you know, to further hide the truth. Okay. This Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Okay. And let me get Matthew 4 and 4. All right, Matthew 4 and 4. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh. You see? So we only stick to the truth. All right, we stick to the Bible. Okay? So I'm gonna pretty much end it there, you know, and I wanted to go over that too because I know I didn't get the Hebrew definition for the word heaven. All right, so Thawadi Hawba Shemni Hawashah, remembered, it came to memory. All right, so I'm gonna stop it there. All right, and Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to end it and give all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Harakak and double honors to the old apostles, great millstone, who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord doing the same teaching same.